Hello, happy Tuesday. This is your Bethel staff that we've had a great, vigorous discussion for the last hour and 27 minutes about some of the great things that are going on, some of the great things we have planned, and also some of the challenges that we're kind of going through. And we've got a few things we want to share for you right now. So Anne Marie was gracious enough to say, I really want to go first. So she gets to go first. Anne Marie.
Yeah, hi everyone. Well, after many times I followed the lead of some other folks, but I wanted to share, I was fortunate to be invited to a very small group brainstorming session on a really simple topic around, in this world of polarization, how can we be positive agents of change? So not an easy topic. But what I wanted to try and share was, the really cool part of what we did in there is we first brainstormed and we talked about things that are challenges, like there's people come with different worldviews, or we often it's human nature, we tend to listen to and tune into things and people and sources of information that really validate the opinions we already have. And things like, we have different experiences in our life, and those become different beliefs and different values. And I think I love the greatest quote is that sometimes it's hard to debate the facts when the facts themselves are debatable. And so when we looked at this, we said, okay, well, all this challenge of polarization, we reframed it, and we said, we used this term, we said, how might we? And we created 3 statements where we said, how might we balance our inputs and encourage the consumption of different points of view? How might we change the ways that we might react to communication in ways that are less destructive to other people? You know, like liking or responding really quickly to the Facebook post or something. Or how might we take the time that it takes to connect across the different divides? And then what we said is, well, what if we did something? And we came up with many very actionable things, like, well, what if we, in our daily lives, spent some time in our normal routines to explore other perspectives? And I remember one of the women on the call actually had her kids, they couldn't get their video game time unless they came to the dinner table debating 2 sides of the Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter issue, or debating. And so they had to debate it and had to think through both sides. And she said what was really cool is that when you listen to them at the end of it, you didn't really know what their personal opinion really was, because they thought through it. And so there are simple things like that. Or like, what if we followed on our LinkedIn or our Facebook opposing views or opposing sources? So there are little things, but I keep plant you with these phrases of, how might we do this? Or what if we tried something? And we do have the power individually to do something really cool, to take on and change our perspective, which probably changes other perspectives. So that was a very positive thing for me, and I hopefully I encourage encouragement.
That's awesome. That was really, really good. Pastor Don, how might we speak right now?
Okay, I agree to all of you, and hope that you're all doing okay. I know it's continuing to be worrying, and we're a bit disappointed with more cases happening in California and throughout the country. And so, but we're trying to remain patient, trying to stay on track. The rest of the staff will say quite a bit about what else is happening in the congregation and what some of the plans are. I wanted to just reflect a little bit on appreciation for women clergy, women pastors in the Lutheran Church. 50 years ago yesterday, the first church body that became a part of the ALCA voted to ordain women. And then a couple months later, the ALC, which was the other major part of our merger, took the same vote and voted in favor. And throughout those years, I knew some of the women personally and as classmates that were being ordained in the near future. And so I want to talk briefly about the tremendous journey that took place for women. There were many pioneers that, as all pioneers, go through some hardships and challenges. And yet today, here we are, thankful for all the women pastors that we have, highly qualified and very, very good pastors, loving, nurturing, caring, and very academically prepared as well, theologically so. And so that part of it, and the other part of it is the approach for July. I want you to enjoy and appreciate that. I also would hope that you could think about the people in our culture, in our society that are not sharing in the same way that we are. Those who've had to be reminded every 4th of July that freedoms that we talk about quite often are not happening for everybody. And what we might do as individuals, what we might do as a congregation to change some of those concerns that are being lifted up now, not just with the COVID-19, but especially with the racial tension and killings that are continuing to take place in places where, and with people that ought not to be happening. So think about these things and continue to be safe and continue to do what you need to stay healthy, and be sure to call in, any one of us, if you need to talk a little bit. If you have any special needs that you want something brought to your place that you aren't able to get out and get, some of our people, and they can do that. Take care.
Thank you, Pastor Don. Elise, are you laying in a bed of orange peels or lemon rinds or
Oranges, actually, with a
oranges?
little filter on it. Yeah, right.
Very cool.
It's supposed to be, the design is based on the flower of life.
Well, share some life with us then.
Geometry. So I will share some life with you here. I wrote a poem this week because it's been a while, you know. Had to write a poem. So I was inspired by a popular graduation gift book by Dr. Seuss called "Oh, the Places You'll Go." I know, Amanda, you know this one, I'm sure. So that, and also just an idea for, and to inspire people to do a certain thing. So here goes. Oh, the places we can go and the things we can do. Let's talk about one, a most important thing to do. Now is a time of great struggle, or it could be, but it's also a time for great opportunity. Sheltering at home and driving lots less, we might find time to clean up a mess. But more fun than that, you certainly must agree, would be to plant food that is available and free. Oranges or apples, or lemons or pears, grow them yourself with soil, water, food, and air. Or maybe you'll like to season your food with parsley, sage, watercress, all good. Grow for fun, know what you eat. Trade with your friends, wow, what a treat. And let's not ever forget carrots, tomatoes, beans, you bet. There's tons of food galore to grow at your own home store. Oh, the places we can go and the things that we can do. We can create new systems. Old is gone. What's the new?
Thank you, Dr. Elise. That's awesome. Awesome. Farah, share with us.
Hello. I figure if you're watching this, it's because you care about Bethel. You care about all things Bethel. I care a lot about Bethel's finances. I'm always looking at finances, giving and expenses, budgets, reporting. So I just thought I'd let you know we've been doing okay and doing pretty well through this shelter in place. We're entering into a summer where we thought we would be having summer camps, and the budget that you approved in August included revenue from summer camps, and those were canceled because of COVID. And also, we're in the process of budgeting for our new year that starts September 1. So just appreciate your continued support, and you'll I'm sure we'll have a chance in August to get together, maybe late July, but could be early August, to get together and look at how the year has gone for us and what we're planning for the new fiscal year with our budget. So stay tuned, and you can come and ask lots of questions, but you can also email me anytime if you have questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Farah. Amanda, I know you've been reaching out to a lot of families. Share with us how things are going for you.
Yes, I have been able to connect with our amazing families. And one thing that we have been talking about that the kids received in our Takeout Church is their Watch for God bracelets. And I have mine on today. And it's just a reminder to just find God in the simplest place that you can. Go outside and just be present and see where you see God. And that's what I've been encouraging our kids to do. And I encourage everyone to do that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Patricia, share some words.
Yeah. So a lot of positive things have been happening. I know it's been tough on a lot of people, but the connections we are continuing to do through coffee hour, through Pastor Dawn's hour, through the ministry's meetings on Zoom. Very grateful for all that. And if you get a chance, again, I just want to remind you that just look at the church calendar. You can jump into any one of those. Stuff we have looking forward to is we have a ministry leader gathering coming up. And we also will have another event coming up that I'm not going to talk about till Sunday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, just look forward to that. And just praying that everybody has a safe 4th of July weekend and a fun one.
Awesome. Thank you. As you can tell, everybody who's still watching, this is probably our longest staff greeting, which also shows that there's a lot going on and a lot that we are thinking about and praying about and working through. Some of the things in my area, we are, continuing to maintain our facilities. We're getting ready to reseal the parking lot and do a roof on a shed and do some different things that we just need to do to keep on being good stewards of the place that we have. Also, if you are interested in meeting with your groups and your ministries, make sure you talk to me and we can help facilitate some of those things on our outdoors of our beautiful campus as well. Anne-Marie, I really loved what you shared earlier, and it kind of really made me think of, don't be afraid to disagree. It's a matter of how do we dig our heels in. I think we need to loosen up our heels some and fight for what's righteous and what we know is true, but also be open to hearing other people's hearts, not just hearing their words and letting them bounce off us, but how do we really reach inside? So that'd be, I think, my encouragement for you guys this week. And we are looking forward to seeing you again this coming Sunday. Randy Shattuck will be preaching, and we got some cool things planned. And Patricia's announcement's going to be epic this coming Sunday. So we look forward to all the things we get to do with you. And like Pastor Dawn said, keep reaching out. And we're in this together. All right. See you guys later. Bye.